What is your relationship with your father?
What is my relationship with my father? That's a good question. For those of you who don't know, I pretty much spent my entire life without a father. And I didn't meet him until I was 30 years old. And the first time I talked to him, I was in South America doing a tour with Slipknot on the Volume 3 cycle. And I got on the phone with him, and we talked for about 45 minutes, and it was really too fucking heavy for me to process at the time. I had spent my entire life thinking that my father didn't want to be a part of my life, and only to find out that for whatever reason he was forced to stay out of my life. Which, honestly, it wouldn't have stopped me, but you make your choices at the end of the day. My father went on to join the Navy, and was in the Navy for about 25 years. He had 2 sons and another daughter with 2 other people, which makes me the big brother, which is very weird, because they're all they look, first of all, they look nothing like me. My oldest younger brother, Brian, actually worked in military intelligence. And I was like, that's fucking awesome, really. I mean, I'm not like a huge military guy or whatever, but I'm like, really? Is there anything you can't tell me? He goes, yes. I'm like, ooh. So if I ask you a series of questions, you can neither confirm nor deny that. My second brother, John Anthony, actually works on helicopters and basically rebuilds engines for fucking helicopters, which is rad. I'm like, where the fuck did all of this come from? I didn't get any of that. I can't rebuild a bicycle. You fuck chain comes off, son, you're on your own, man. There's grease. It's, boom, fuck that. And then my younger sister, Adrian, is actually finishing up college, which is just another boot to the taint for me. I couldn't even handle high school, for fuck's sake. So I'm looking at my younger fucking siblings from my dad's side, just going, fuck. But then they're looking at me like, are you fucking stupid? Look at what you have. And I'm like, but I want to rebuild helicopters. So it's been a blessing and a curse in a lot of ways, you know? There's a certain comfort that you grow into once you hit your mid-20s, that, you know what, you're just not going to know. So you start building yourself for yourself. You don't have the past. You don't have the track record to go off of. You've got to become your own man, basically. And, which is what I did, basically. And then when I met my father, I realized that we have a lot of things in common, but we're also very different people. And it was hard, you know? We never really, we're close, but we're not. He's got his life, I've got mine, and when they cross, it's amazing. But we don't go out of our way to look for each other, because he's always working, I'm always working. And that's something I'm really sad about, you know? But I've also used that to make sure that I'm extremely close to my kids. You know, I'm not gonna ever let my fucking kids grow up the way I fucking grew up. And the stronger I can be and the more I can fucking keep to that promise, then I'm doing my job, basically. So, there you go. Anybody? You. Which album was more liberating for me to make? Oh, that's easy. The Christmas song. Everyone's so fucking used to me being creepy and fucking, or I'm beautiful. And then I released that fucking shit. You should have seen the fucking talk on Blabbermouth. Oh my god. What the fuck is this shit? I'm like, you guys fucking hate me anyway. What do you give a shit, you know? I played it for my friends and they lost their shit. They were like, you're not gonna release this. I'm like, I'm going to release this. And they're like, dude, it's awesome, but what do you think people are gonna fucking say? And I'm like, are you new? I don't give a shit what people fucking say. I give a shit about doing something good, you know? Because not only was it a great fucking song, I was able to raise nearly $20,000 for the Teenage Cancer Trust just by putting that out there. All of the proceeds from that Christmas single went to them, and I was very proud of that. And actually, we're going to try and at least match that this year. And I know there's a lot of people who bought it last year who are trying to promote it right now. We're trying to get it around the world again. But that's something that's near and dear to me, you know? Like I've done a lot of Make-A-Wish stuff with our fans, and a lot of them are dying from things like cancer, dying from things like leukemia, dying from things like, you know, I mean, just like really brutal skin cancer. And that really got me going. So when the Teenage Cancer Trust approached us and said, we would love to release this, I was like, absolutely, whatever I can fucking do, we'll do it. So that's the song that really I was able to kind of show my other side. You know, because everybody thinks that I just sit in my basement and think dark thoughts. I don't. I'm a fucking total geek, man. Like, I don't give a shit either way. I love making people laugh. As much as I love making them fucking go nuts, I love making them laugh. And that was just one more way for me to do that. So, there you go.